Hello and welcome, I'm CFS Assassin and this will be the first part of our Assassin's Creed 2 complete playthrough. I have done an Assassin's Creed 1 complete playthrough. I will have up in the top corner now a little eye icon so you can click and go to that playlist if you choose to. If you're sticking with us, fantastic. Let's get stuck in and go straight on with the story.
My name is Desmond Miles. I'm a prisoner of war. A war I never knew existed, waged by two groups I never thought were real. Templars and Assassins. The Animus showed me the truth. The things I've seen, the things I've been. 1,000 years of history flowing through my veins, brought to life by this machine. They're using me to search for something. Call it the Apple. It's an artifact, one of many so-called pieces of Eden. The Templars collect them. It's how they stay in power. And if the Templars get their hands on another one, everything will change. They want to make us all their slaves. When they first brought me here, I was afraid of what would happen if I tried to fight back. Now? Now I'm afraid of what will happen if I don't. But I can't do it alone. And maybe I don't have to. I met someone. Her name is Lucy. I think she's on my side. She's gone now. She's taken away by that bastard Warren Vidic and his Templar masters. I don't know what will happen to her, or what'll happen to me. All I know is I need to get out of here. And I need to do it soon. My name is Desmond Miles. And this is my story.
There we go. Alright, let's get cracking on.
We have to go.
Lucy, where have you been? Why did they—
Now! Get in.
What's with the blood? Are you okay?
Look, we have maybe 10 minutes, maybe, before they figure out what I've done. If we're not out of here and on the road before then...
Wait, we're leaving?
Desmond, I promise I'll answer all of your questions later. But right now, I need you to just shut up and do what I say. So please, get in the Animus.
All right.
Okay, let's get in the Animus.
Spingi! Spingi! Di nuovo! Sì, sì, brava! It is a boy!
Oh, my love. Mi dispiace. I was at the bank when they told me. Did I miss it? Am I too late? Give him here.
Giovanni!
Shh, my love. It will be all right. Tu sei un auditore. Sei un combattente. Perciò, combatti. Listen to him. A fine set of lungs.
And what shall we call him, my love?
Ezio. Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
And there's our introduction to the protagonist.
Get up. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna need a second.
There isn't time, Desmond. We have to leave.
We're really getting out of here, huh? Sturgo's got some fucked up interior decorators.
Stay close.
Hey! You're not supposed to be up here! Open this door! I'm calling it in. We have a breach in the research wing. I repeat, there's been a breach in the research wing.
That's walls.
Requesting...
Fancy. Wait.
There they are! Don't let them get away!
Holy shit! Look at this place. What about the cameras?
I rigged them to loop old footage. How do you think I managed to hide all your nighttime snooping from Abstergo?
You're good.
So I've been told. But they're on to us now. We need to hurry. Careful. We need to get to that elevator on the other side of the room. Follow my lead, but keep an eye out for security. I'd rather avoid a fight.
Don't you love a maze?
Is that an animus?
Stay with me.
What the? How many of them are there?
Stay with me.
Is it animuses or animi? What do you think, Lucy? Lucy, what do they need with all of them?
Desmond, shut the fuck up. Please. Fuck. I thought this card would work. It must be on a separate system, and I don't have the code.
Wait. Shit. Come on.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Let's go. It's always something.
What was that in the animus? Subject 16? Ezio Audi something?
I think we've been wrong all along. That's why we need to get out of here. Vidic and the Templars, they're only part of the problem.
What do you mean?
I'll explain when we get there.
Get where?
Yeah, here's a fight. There we go, 4 to 4. Always good to try and match her in the number of knockouts.
Get in.
You're joking.
It's for your own protection.
Oh, man.
We're almost there.
Having been a stupid child at some point and ridden in a trunk as the car drove down the road, this is pretty accurate for what it feels like. Except you're going ow, ow more every time they go over a bump.
Thanks for that. It was great. Shoving the trunk, bouncing around. Loved
This way.
So, gonna tell me what's going on now?
There was a reason for the escape, Desmond.
Figures.
We need your help.
For what? Another treasure hunt through time?
Abstergo's gonna replace their Apple of Eden. The map your ancestor found guarantees it. The other assassins, they'll do what they can, where they can, but
What? What is it?
we're losing this war, Desmond. The Templars are too powerful, and every day, more of us die.
I still don't see how I fit into things.
We're going to train you. Turn you into one of us.
What? No. No, you've seen me in action. I'm no good at this, and even if I was, it would take months. Years even.
No. Not with the Animus. Not with the bleeding effect.
But I'm just one guy.
Sometimes, that's all you need.
So that's why you found him. My ancestor. What was his name? Ezio?
If you can follow in his footsteps, you'll learn everything he did, just like he did. Years of training, absorbed in a matter of days.
You broke me out of Abstergo and brought me here just to make me an assassin?
Look, there's more to it than that, but it'll have to wait. Trust me, okay?
All right, I'm in. Tell me what you need.
Really? You're sure?
I thought you'd be happy about this.
Sorry, I'm just a little surprised. I spent the whole ride over here figuring out how I was gonna convince you to do this.
Save it. After what those Templar bastards put me through, I'm ready, willing, and able.
Thank you.
There we go. We are now with the assassins. So let's meet them.
Lucy! You made it! God, it's been so long. 7 years, can you believe it?
Indeed. Welcome back. Ah, so this must be the infamous Subject 17. Desmond Miles, was it?
Who are you?
I'm sorry, where are my manners? I'm Sean Hastings. This is Rebecca Crane.
Nice to meet you, Desmond.
Right, well, it's been lovely chatting, but if you don't mind, Desmond, it's best we get straight to work. Time is precious. Doubly so these days.
We've got everything set up and ready, Lucy. Just say the word and we'll get going.
Here, I brought you something. A parting gift from Abstergo.
Whoa! The memory core! This is amazing. With their data, things are gonna go a lot faster. I'll get to work on merging the code.
I'm gonna pause the recording just for a second. Gotta pop and do something quickly. Right, I'm back. Okay, so let's go talk to Mr. Sean Hastings first.
What's all this stuff for?
This stuff, Desmond. Oh, this stuff is nothing special, really, this stuff. It's just the stuff that keeps our entire operation from falling apart, really. It requires a great deal of concentration to keep it all moving, so you'll forgive me if I don't have time to play meet and greet.
Sean's in charge of maintaining our knowledge archives. It's like a digital library. He'll be riding shotgun with me while you're in the Animus. So if you come across anything of note, people, places, events, etc., he'll create database entries you can consult for additional information.
Yeah, it's not just databases, though. I also provide tactical support for the other assassins. You know, Desmond, the ones who are out there, actually doing stuff, risking their lives, little things like that.
And yes, Sean sounds like a dick, but he's actually a really nice guy. I promise. And you will get to see a lot more of him throughout these playthroughs.
Hey, listen. I just wanted to say thank you. And, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know, before. Everything at Abstergo. It was just... I wasn't ready.
It's okay.
No. Going through all that. Knowing that the Templars still exist, what they're planning.
What's done is done, Desmond. You're here now, and that's what matters.
And I'm sorry if this sounds sexist, but the Lucy in this one compared to the first one, damn is she fucking gorgeous in this. By comparison. Whether you agree
Hey,
or
Desmond.
not.
What's up?
Just wondering what your role is in all this.
I take care of Baby. It's my job to keep her up and running.
Baby? You mean the Animus?
Actually, I prefer Animus 2.0, since Baby's twice as awesome as anything you'll find at Abstergo. The Templars might have deeper pockets than us, but they've got no ambition, no passion, no competitive edge. That's why, even with all their resources, anything they can do, I can do better. Faster, too. Anyway, take a seat when you're ready, and we can get started. I just need to make a few more adjustments.
As I'm sure you can tell already, the characters in this one get so much more depth than in the first. It's fantastic. I can never remember Rebecca's last name, but she's a pretty cool person anyway. So, There's nothing else we can do in here at the moment. We can go over to this computer, I think, and check. No, can't do that yet. Okay. In that case, we'll just jump straight in the Animus and go and meet Ezio. That's 17, I believe.
So how does this work? Of course.
Deep breath.
Oh, what are you, a tiny child?
Sean!
Well...
Here we go.
Always good to get dosed by a stranger, isn't it? And in case you didn't realise, I'm playing on Ubisoft's Connect.
Insieme per la vittoria! Insieme! Silenzio, my friends! Silenzio! Grazie. Do you know what brings us here tonight? Honor. Viere de Pazzi slanders my family's name and forces his own miseries upon us. If we...
Enough of your nonsense, Grullo!
Buonasera, Viera. We were just talking about you. I'm surprised to see you here. I thought the Pazzi hired others to do their dirty work.
It's your family that cries for guards when there's trouble, Cottardo. Afraid to handle things yourself?
Your sister seemed quite satisfied with the handling I gave her earlier.
Uccidetelo!
And here comes the infamous Scar. Let's go beat the crap out of some arses, shall we?
Any last words?
There's only one left.
Hey! Behind you!
Federico! What are you doing here?
I wanted to see if baby brother had finally learned how to fight.
And?
You have style. But endurance is what counts. Let's see how many of them you can ruin before they get the best of you.
Well, here we go. Come on. Knock a few of them out as quick as we can, shall we?
I'll send you to your grave! Fall back! Fall back!
There we go.
Hold on.
What? We've almost won this.
Your lip.
Just a scratch.
Let the doctor decide.
It's not necessary. Besides, I've no money for this doctor of yours.
Wasted it on women and wine, huh?
I'd hardly call it wasted. Lend me some florins then. Or have you done the same?
Search them. There's bound to be something in their pockets.
And we'll rob a few of these guys, shall we? Come on, we need 200 florins. Means we're probably going to have to do a fair few of them in order to find enough. Well, we're at 76. You know, 85. That wasn't much at all, was it? Oh, nice, 25 of them from there. Another 10. This will probably push us over the top. No. Okay, one more then. Okay. At least one more.
Va bene.
There
That
we
should
go.
be enough. Let's get out
We'll
of
see
here
if we can
before the
get
guards
one more
arrive.
before they, no, never mind. Oh, I did get it. Right. Look at that. Now this is, oh, look at that, Ezio Auditore. Oh, come out of that. I was actually looking to show you a little bit of Florence. At the moment we've only got the one viewpoint, which we will get.
Hurry, Ezio. The sooner we're done with the doctor, the sooner we can sleep.
Following Federico. Right. I find it's best to give him a bit of a lead, because otherwise you end up knocking him off of wherever he's climbing. But you don't want to do too much of a lead, because oops,
Bizarre. What's with him?
you then get too far away from him. And drop down there.
Come, amici. A weekly bleeding.
Ben trovato, Doctor.
Fratelli Auditori, why am I not surprised? You've made quite a mess of yourself, young man.
It's nothing, really.
You must help him. That pretty face is his only asset.
Fottiti.
There we are. Now get out of here.
Alright,
Grazie.
This way.
we follow Federico some
Quite a
more.
night.
Indeed. I only wish they were all as much fun. Oh, wait. They are.
We should head home, Ezio. Father's sure to be wondering where we've gone.
Yes. I'd rather avoid a lecture.
Up for a little race, then?
To where?
Roof of that church.
Go on, let's beat Federico in this race, shall we?
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Baby brother still has much to learn.
And we'll go over this way.
Come on,
That may look like we're going slightly out of our way there, but it is actually the fastest route, believe me.
Come on then, this way.
Where are you going?
You'll see.
And we're climbing to the top of the church.
It is a good life we lead, brother.
The best. May it never change.
And may it never change us.
Right, and now we have the opening credits. Hey, a few rules to be set out here. There will be feathers to collect. I will not be collecting them in these videos, in the parts. I will do feather guides, which I will put into their own playlists.
Alright.
And I will...
Enough of that. We really should head home. Let's
Bang.
go.
Wait.
What? Ezio, let Christina sleep.
There will be time enough for that. Later.
I will also do a series of playlists, or do a playlist for a video even for the glyphs. You won't, if you've not played the game before, you won't understand that just yet, but it will be there and it will be included with this series as well. But it won't be done until much later on. I'll show you how to crack all of those, not a problem. I'm going to try my best not to talk over any interactions you get so that you can get the full story, because even more than in the first one, the story in this is just fantastic. Alright, without further ado, let's get carrying on, shall we, and get stuck in. And here's our first viewpoint. And first leap of faith. Look at that one. It's only a little one.
So it's Vieri. I better hide.
Keep looking! He couldn't have gotten far!
Wait for him and his men to bugger off before we can come out. That last fella always tries to shove the others out the way. It may look strange me going around that way, but it's so that I can do that easier.
Pristina! Pristina!
Who's there?
Me!
Oh, Ezio! I should have known.
May I come in?
Fine, but only for a minute.
A minute is all I need.
Indeed.
Well, wait. That came out wrong. Come here.
Oh, Ezio. Oh, Ezio.
And blow out the candles.
Pristina! Pristina! Celia, your tutor will be here soon. Come, my daughter. Is it really so terrible that... Figlio d'un cane! What is this?
Perdonate, messere! Chiedo venia!
I'll kill you!
No, that's not necessary.
Guards! Guards! Voglio la sua testa! Go! Take
Good way to start the day, isn't it?
No need for violence.
We're gonna run away as fast as we can without falling over, hopefully, next time.
You have me confused with someone else.
We'll just duck down as many alleys as we
She
need
needed
to.
some help with some things. I'm
Right, we are
mostly
technically
innocent.
hidden at the moment, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through here, around here, and see if we can find a hiding spot along here. There we go, that'll do.
Have you no shame?
Oh well, never mind. Right. Yeah, let's get the viewpoints done and out of the way, shall we? We'll go do those nice and quickly, crack them out and get them done so we're not having to do them again. Yeah, that's Vieri's men there. Let's get on the roof as quick as possible here. And I can't go that way round, so we're going to go like this. We're going to jump across to that, and then to that, because apparently we're going to do that whether we wanted to or not.
There! Get him!
And yeah, we're going all over the place, but there is a reason for it. It's so that we can come to here, and then climb up here. There we go. And get that viewpoint. That's that one done. There aren't many in this first little area. Right, and the next one we're going to go to, let's go around anti-clockwise, shall we? We'll drop down. We'll try and avoid Vieri's men.
Noble prices for noble wares. Armor fit for an emperor. And
And we're going up on the roof again because it's just easier to avoid the interested parties at the moment on the roof. And yes, it may seem strange that I'm going around this side, but I may have gone to the wrong side actually. Damn it. That's not what I'm meant to do either. I need to go this way.
What an oddly cut. Hold on.
Around this way because it's this wall I need in order to climb up here. And we'll climb as quick as we can up. Couldn't spin round the ladder at the top there.
Get down, strong soul! Down or die!
Hopefully we can get to the top before that one shoots us down. We'll see. And yeah, I have noticed that I'm missing some of my health, but unfortunately at the moment I haven't visited a doctor in order to get any heals. Medicine, as it's called in this. We'll do that in a second. Fairly sure there's a doctor near the bottom of this tower. Right, doctor. Nearest doctor. Let's go to that one.
Go away! We don't want your kind of help!
Oh, for God's sake. Stop it.
Let me send you to hell!
Let's beat these three up. Get rid of them. Come on. Right, you can bugger off. We'll do this race once we've got some medicines.
Fresh cut leaf!
Right, we'll heal now. Right. Oh, we have
That
five
should
of
feel
those.
better.
Right. By doing this race, we will get a bit more money.
I can outrun
coming
anyone in this distretto. I hear you the best. Prove it.
Alright, now we've got to beat this guy's race. Come on. Yeah, I wanted to do it, that's why I talked to him. That's right, it's over here. Then we're going up here. Up we go. I'll stand like that. Right, where's next? It's this way. Whoops. Damn it. Oh, I can't believe I've done that. Get excited sometimes, don't you? Right, right, grab this one. Then it's going to send us on that one. And then we're going down there, so we'll jump off. And I'm going to fail it. Oh dear, right. It'll take us back to the start so we can do it again. Well, it should do anyway. That's because I cocked up and went the wrong way. Right. Do this again, shall we? At least this way I know which way not to go now. Whether I manage not to do it, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's just telling us we hit 45 seconds left. Sprint to there. And voila! That's that one done, and we're going to quickly duck down here so that we're not being spotted by those chaps. And, okay. And now we're going to look for the next one. Oh, well, we might as well do that one since we're here. Going up. There it is, look. Okay, we're going to try and jump across here and grab that. Ooh, that was a close one.
That's a curious way to get about.
Move across so we can use the window. Right, now we've got to get to the right side so that we can actually... There we go. Grab a hold of stuff. And then we go up. Right. And that's another viewpoint done. Next is that viewpoint there. And we are going to jump down just because it does make life easier, actually, believe it or not, than trying to climb back down.
But my after-sales service is without key. Break something, the idiot.
Up this one. Right. That's where we're headed anyway, I think. Yeah. There you go. Right. That's that one. Woo. Nice and easy, see? I still think we've got two of the tallest ones of the last two that we've got here to do. I think that one is actually the tallest tower we have to climb, making these ones look tiny by comparison, believe me. I know we're right on the edge here, but we won't be going through it, so we should be fine. I know we've done one of the two tallest, rather. That was the tower with the guards on it that we weren't supposed to be up. This is just another one of these towers. In a minute we're climbing that thing. It's not a small one, is it? Right, that's that one. Last one then is that fella there. Right. Let's go do that.
You'll not find fairer prices than these, amici. Just look at my wares and see
Right, climb up here. Okay. And we're going to just literally follow this around, so we should be able to. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Sometimes you can misjudge just a tiny bit and it screws you completely. I need to drop down here, so we're going to go. We're going to jump into that hay bale there, please. Thank you. Right, you can't actually climb all the way up from the bottom of this tower. there's nothing until a certain point upwards, so you have to climb from down here. But gotta remember. Yeah, there you go. You have to climb from there. And then once you get to here, you can come across to here and jump. And remember to grab that ledge. We'll end up going into this, by the way, in a minute. Once we got round... no, it's this way, isn't it? There you go. That's what we're looking for, that funny square thing, well, rectangular thing there. Alright, and then we're going in here, and while we're in here, we're going to go and grab that. I won't be showing where all the chests are, purely because you can very, very early on buy a map for each of the chests. For all the chests in that area, it will show them all up. So there's not much point in me doing a guide for it when you can just buy the map for it. Anyway. And then we're going to go up here. We'll have to adjust our positioning at certain points on the way up, like we've got to go to the middle there to get up this bit. And then we've got to go back to one side or the other to do that. And then, once we've shifted that way a little bit again, we're at the top. And there we go. That's the viewpoints in Florence. Or at least in this part of Florence. Can't remember which district this is. Does it say? No. No, it just says it's Florence, doesn't it? Oh well. Probably find out by looking at the fast travels, can't we? Alright, anyway. We're gonna go for that next. There's a codex page. Now, at the moment, it doesn't do much. They are a collectible. Once you've collected so many of them each time, or picked up certain ones, you can then, once we've got it available, go to Leonardo da Vinci and he can make weapons, or he can give you new techniques to use the weapons you already have. Yeah, they're walking around. Let's let them walk a bit further. And then we'll go around here. Because there will be 2 guards. Oh, 3 guards here.
I'm not playing with you, Stone.
And we'll just beat the shit out of them if we can. So you can't actually beat that one out completely.
Wait for a slip.
But these 2 you can.
Come now, you bore me. You will pay for that. Your flame will be most amused if you survive this now. Do try, yeah?
And that's with him done. Now we can go in here and look this for the codex page. Like I said, not much use to us at the moment, but they do come in handy later on. Right, okay, is that everything for now? Yeah, let's go and talk to our dear father. This way I think is probably best. And then we'll cut through here. Like this. Whoopsies. Nearly ran into people there. Honest, didn't do it really. Oh,
All who need aid are welcome here.
Alright. And then we just go around the front here. And we'll talk to our dearest father.
Good morning, Father.
Come with me.
Is something wrong?
Do you think me blind and deaf, son? I know all about your fight with Vieri di Pazzi last night. And then this little visit to Cristina. Your behavior is unacceptable. It reminds me of myself when I was your age. I assume these misadventures won't interfere with your work today.
No, Padre. Avete la mia parola.
I've prepared some documents here for Lorenzo di Medici to review. I need them delivered to him.
With haste, Father.
Return to me when it's done.
Alright, let's go deliver our first little letters.
Just last month, the Visconti bought.
Right, we're gonna fight past these fellas here. There we go. That's those ones done. Yeah, it's easier than trying to sneak past them, really.
Ah, Ezio, ben trovato. How are you?
Come sempre. I have a letter for Messer Lorenzo.
I'll see that he receives it when he returns.
Returns?
They've gone to Villa Careggi, I'm afraid, and not expected back for at least another day.
I'll let my father know.
Right. Okay, back to Daddy. Just a quick note. The names of people in these places at this time, they did exist. They weren't necessarily as portrayed in this, obviously, but they did exist. They were real people. Lorenzo de Medici. He was head of the Medici Bank. I believe he's the second Lorenzo who worked for the bank, as far as I'm aware. His uncle was also Lorenzo, but he died when before this Lorenzo was born.
Keep up the good work.
Bischero.
You worry too much, Giovanni.
Grab this chest.
Francesco di Pazzi is in prison. The threat is ending.
Alright, and we're going to see who's talking to Daddy Dearest.
Hello, son. You remember my friend Uber?
Good morning, Gonfaloniere Alberti.
To you as well, young man.
I trust you delivered the message.
Si, Padre. But it seems Lorenzo is out of town.
I did not anticipate this.
What does it matter? So you wait another day or two.
Listen, your mother and sister have been looking for you. I'll need you again in a little while, but for now, see if you can't help them.
Are you sure?
Yes, now if you'll excuse us.
Good to see you, Ezio.
Right. That's that dealt with. Now we have got tasks for mother, sister and brother outside here, but before we do those, we're going to do this messenger quest.
Get this to its destination fast. Really fast. I'll pay you well.
Right, and you have a time limit on these. 4 minutes for this one. It's easy enough, we just go around. We will have to beat the crap out of some of the lovely men who will be guarding our fucking delivery spot. Oh, he's up top. We're gonna go up. That's one. Come on, who's next?
not like the others.
Come on. You're the only one left that hasn't run away. Deliver our message. Grab the chest. Right, and stick to the roofs to get to the other one. Well, as much as possible anyway. Whoops.
You can't just do whatever you please.
Right, come on. As fast as we can. Because as it is, we're going to have to beat some more of those lovely people in order to get to the person we're after over here. If I remember rightly. Or maybe not. Maybe we can just drop in. Yeah, let's just drop in, shall we?
Oh, grazie.
Hey, voila, that's that one done.
What's he up to?
Right. Okay, any more missions other than the ones there? No, let's go back to them then. And we'll do our brother first, shall we? Since he stood outside.
What are you doing out here, Petruccio? You should be in bed.
I want those feathers.
What for?
It's a secret.
If I get them for you, will you go back inside?
Yes, I promise.
Right. Let's go get some feathers. For our doe-eyed little brother. You. And that. And grab you. Use one of our heals for a minute. We're going to sprint through here as quick as we can. And then we can get past them, right, and then we'll knock on the door and turn in our feathers.
Here, as promised.
Grazie, brother.
You still haven't told me why you want these.
I will. In time.
And that's our brother done. Right, we'll do sister next.
Hey, Claudia. How are you?
Bene.
You shouldn't keep things from me.
It's Duccio.
What of him?
I think he's been unfaithful.
Who told you this?
The other girls. I thought they were my friends.
Harpies. You're better off without them.
I loved him.
No, Claudia. You only thought you did.
He should suffer for what he's done.
Wait here. I'll go have a word with him.
As someone with sisters, this is probably what I... Actually, no, I'm not going to say it's probably what I do. It's what I did do. Got myself into some trouble for it. But, yeah, I mean... You do. For your family, you do almost anything, don't you? Even if it gets you in trouble, you don't care. But she mispronounced his name. She pronounced it as Duccio. I'm pretty sure it's Duccio, as you'll see in a second.
Duccio! It's beautiful!
Nothing but the best for you, amore mio.
But what of Claudia? I thought you'd been promised to her.
My father said I could do much better than an auditore.
Ah! Birbante! Come, let us walk a bit.
What? I had something else in mind.
Oh, Duccio.
Hey, lurido porco!
Ezio, my friend. Ah! Ma che ti piglia?
You insult my sister, parading around with this puttana.
What are you talking about?
I saw the gift you gave her. Or the things you said.
Maybe your sister shouldn't be so stingy with her virtù.
You broke her heart.
Ha! And now I'm going to break your face. Auditore is all talk.
As I say,
But when it comes
Lucio.
time for action, ha!
You'll regret ever opening your mouth.
Basta!
Stay away from my sister!
There we go. Deserved every bit of that. Right. That will have unlocked for us another beat 'em up just there. Go and beat up this poor woman's husband, who's similarly a douchio. Let's get back up here so we can just drop down on her, shall we?
Whatever your artistic needs are, I can provide.
That faithless husband of mine is cheating. I know it, as do all the neighbors. Please teach him a lesson for me.
My pleasure. Entirely my pleasure. You guys can bugger off. We'll just keep running. Head up. And we'll hide here for a minute. Right, and you, mate. Bugger off. Oh, come on. Thank you. Don't really need to use eagle vision in here because, oh look, there he is. Whoops.
Donato! She wins! I give up! That bitch! I mean, wonderful wife of mine! I'll go home!
And voila, that's him dealt with. Let's get this chest so we've got a bit more cash. Now that we're up to nearly 1400. That's good. Right, so back to Mother.
Come, friends! I'm fresh coffee.
Which is just around here. And in we go. Let's go talk to Mother.
Buongiorno, Ezio.
Buongiorno a voi, madre. Come state?
Sto bene. And you? Still recovering from last night?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. Anyway, I have an errand to run. I'd like you to join me.
Con piacere.
Come, it's not far from here.
Alright, we're gonna go and meet someone famous.
I know about your fight with Vieri.
What fight?
Per piacere. Let's not play this game.
He spoke ill of us. I could not allow him to continue.
I'm sure he's having a hard time dealing with the accusations against his father. Francesco di Pazzi is many things, and none of them good. But even I never suspected he'd be capable of murder.
What will happen to him?
I imagine there will be a trial.
Will father speak at it?
He'll have to. He's the one with the evidence.
Still, I wish there was another way.
You've nothing to fear. Everyone wants justice done. It is an unfortunate state of affairs, but it will pass.
And we're just heading to that doorway there. Try not to get too far ahead of her. Oh, there you go. You don't need me to tell you it is. It's there on the fucking screen.
Hello, Leonardo.
Madonna Maria.
This is my son, Ezio.
Molto onorato.
L'onore è mio.
Let me go and fetch the paintings. I'll be right back.
He's very talented.
Immagino.
Self-expression is vital to understanding and enjoying life. You should find an outlet.
I have plenty of outlets.
I meant besides vaginas.
Mother.
Back to your house then.
Si. Ezio, help Leonardo, will you?
Don't you just love it at 17?
So Ezio, what do you do?
When your mum says the word
He's been working for
vaginas.
his father.
Ah, you're to be a banker.
For now. And you? Art, was it?
Truth be told, it's been difficult for me to settle. Painting is nice, but I often feel like my work lacks, I don't know, a purpose. Does that make sense? I'd rather contribute more practically, more directly. Architecture, perhaps, or anatomy. I'm not content merely to capture the world. I want to change it.
Oh, Leonardo. I have no doubt you'll go on to do great things.
Vi ringrazio, Madonna. That's kind of you.
So there we go. We've met Leonardo da Vinci. And he's doing some work for our mother. Alright, let's get this delivered.
Thank you for your help, son. Don't let me keep you from your other duties.
It was nice to meet you, Ezio. I hope our paths cross again.
Anch'io.
Et voila. Right. Just double check again, because I can never remember when the bits start up in here. No, right. Let's go talk to Daddy again.
Ezio, come in, son. I need these packages delivered to associates of mine in the city. I also need you to retrieve a message for me from a pigeon coop not too far from here.
Va bene. I'll get it done.
Come back here when you're finished. There are some things we need to discuss. And please, my son, stay out of trouble.
Let's get going then. Right, with this, I always do this because, not what I wanted. Don't get me wrong, it's lovely that they give you all this information, but I'm going to do that because there's 3 freaking icons on there at the moment, and it's hard to know which one of them is the one that I need to head to first. But we're going to go up here. If you're wondering why I used the steps to get up there, or the cart, or whatever it is that was sat there, the boxes, it's because it just makes life a damn sight easier to get up there as quick as possible. Yeah, I know that place isn't where I am. I know it's below me, but it's best to come up to get there anyway. Right, let's deliver this first one.
You Giovanni's kid?
No, idiota. He just happens to look exactly like the man.
Give it here. Don't worry, boy. We're not contagious. At least I'm not.
If you sat there and thought, that looks like a prostitute and a thief. Sorry, courtesan and a thief, then you're right, because they are. Yes, I can hear that chest or whatever it is tinkling away. They make an audible sound when you're near them in this. staying on the roof because I know for a fact that the next one I'm after is on the roof. Right, up here. Across this wire. And then it'll be just dropped down into there.
Over here. I have a delivery from...
Giovanni Auditore?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No. Why would I be followed?
Give me the package. Tell your father that they're moving tonight. He should as well.
Who's moving? What's going on here? Wait! Come back! Explain yourself!
And that was a mercenary. Right, now we'll head for the last one, which is a pigeon coop. Ah, balls, did not mean to do that. Back up here, go on, as you can please, don't want to be spotted. Got this wall to drop back down it to get to the pigeon coop. There it is. Right, now that we've grabbed that pigeon, we have to head back. Or we will do, once it decides to tell us that we've done everything. Right, thank you. Okay. Right, so we can head back now. Because we're at an hour already, I think we'll pop this one off for now and leave it here. What I'll do in the meantime between this video and the next one is I will go and collect all of the chests. I'll also do a feather guide for this area. Okay, so I'll be back in the next video carrying on this story from this point on, so don't worry, I'm not going to do any more of the story, but I'll have collected the feathers and the chests in this area completely. Alright, so thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying this so far. It does get a lot more exciting, I promise, if you're not. But please do hit like, hit subscribe, it is much appreciated, and it will help you know when the next video is out. Other than that, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.